Craving and suffering begin with body mind identity. This is not poetry, this is a statement of fact. Let's dismantle it slowly. What body mind identity actually means? Body mind identity means this single error. You believe the body and mind are you, not intellectually, existentially. When a thought arises, you say, I am thinking. When an emotion arises, you say, I am hurt, I am anxious. When the body reacts, you say, I am weak, I am attractive, I am tired. This I is borrowed. But once borrowed, everything becomes personal. Why craving begins here? The body is a biological machine, the mind is a psychological machine. Both are incomplete by design. When you identify with them, their lack becomes your lack, their hunger becomes your hunger. Craving is not desire, craving is fear of incompleteness. You chase attention, pleasure, improvement, love, recognition, not because you enjoy them, but because you believe you need them to exist properly. That belief is identity. Why suffering inevitably follows? Craving always depends on the world. The world refuses, delays, takes away, changes. So the mind experiences frustration, comparison, anxiety, disappointment. But suffering only happens when you say, this is happening to me. If there were no identity, there would be sensation, not suffering. Thought, not torment. Loss, not devastation. Suffering is psychological ownership. A crucial distinction. Pain can exist without suffering. Discomfort can exist without misery. Loss can exist without inner collapse. Suffering requires identity. That's why two people face the same event. One breaks, one remains unmoved. The difference is not strength, it is distance from the body mind. Why improvement doesn't solve this? You've seen this yourself. Better body, temporary confidence. Sharper mind, sharper anxiety. More attention, deeper dependence. Why? Because identity remains untouched. You are still saying this body is me, this mind is me, so craving just changes costumes. What freedom actually is, not what people think. Freedom is not suppressing desire. Freedom is not controlling thought. Freedom is not becoming calm. Freedom is seeing that body and mind are events, not identity. Thought happens, emotion happens, sensation happens. You do not. This seeing is not cultivated, it is noticed. The final trap to avoid. Do not try to disidentify. The one trying is still the mind. Just observe how quickly I attaches, how craving follows, how suffering forms. Truth is passive, ego is effortful. The body and mind experience life. You suffer only when you claim them as yourself. Craving and suffering come from mistaken identity. The root mistake. You are not the body, you are not the mind. But you don't know this. You merely believe you are them. From childhood, you are taught this body is me. These thoughts are me. These emotions are me. Once this mistake happens, suffering is inevitable. How craving is born. The body has needs. The mind has preferences. On their own, they are mechanical. But the moment you say, I need, I want, I am hurt, I am lonely, I am not enough, you have identified. Now every bodily sensation becomes personal. Every thought becomes you. Craving is simply this. The mind trying to complete itself through the world. Why? Because the mind is inherently incomplete. So it seeks pleasure, validation, admiration, love, achievement, identity. Not to be free, but to continue itself. Why suffering is unavoidable once you identify. The body will age, weaken, get sick, die. The mind will compare, fear, remember, imagine, oscillate. If you are the body and mind, then loss becomes your loss, insult becomes your insult, failure becomes your failure, death becomes your end. This is suffering. Not because life is cruel, but because identity is false. Why discipline, fitness, success don't end suffering? You notice something important in your own life. You train, you improve your body, attention comes, confidence rises, yet restlessness remains. Why? Because you are polishing the present, not leaving it. A stronger body, a sharper mind, a better image. still the same identification. Suffering doesn't end through improvement, it ends through disidentification. What freedom actually means? Freedom is not happiness, peace, bliss, confidence. Freedom is no longer taking the movement of body and mind personally. Thoughts arise, not your thoughts. Desire arises, not your desire. Fear arises, not your fear. They happen, you remain untouched. This is not control, this is clarity. Why most people never reach this? Because this path offers no identity, no pride, no story, no social reward. You cannot show it, you cannot post it, you cannot sell it. The ego gains nothing from its own dissolution, so it avoids truth and chases improvement instead. One final thing, very important. Do not try to practice detachment. Do not try to kill the ego. Do not try to be spiritual. Those are ego tricks. Just see how identification happens, how suffering follows, how automatic it is. Seeing clearly is enough. Truth does not need effort, it needs honesty without escape. Craving and suffering are not life's problems, they are identity problems. The body will feel, the mind will think. That is unavoidable. Suffering begins only when you say, "This is me." You are not trapped by desire, fear, or pain. You are trapped by misidentification. There is nothing to fix, improve, or achieve. Only something false to see through. When the body mind is no longer taken personally, craving loses urgency, suffering loses its center. Life happens, but you are not disturbed. Truth is not dramatic. Freedom is not emotional. Silence is not an achievement. They arrive naturally when the false I is no longer believed. That is the end.